All right, you're tuned in to WRFALP 107.9 FM, your community radio station for the arts. Tonight I have a special guest, Ryan Almighty. We're going to be bringing you a tribute to the mighty Joe Young, a guitar player from the punk rock band Antiseen, who had met an untimely demise. And this is going to be a tribute to him and his fans and what they have to say about him. And Ryan, tell us a little bit about what happened and what you know.
Well, a few weeks back, just an unfortunate surprise. Joe had passed away of a heart attack. I'd seen him 3 days before. He seemed fine, played great, and just one of those things, I suppose. I've known those guys for over 20 years. I've done artwork for them many times for album covers, T-shirts, and such. I was definitely more than a fan of the band. I was friends with all of them. It was a very, very sad occasion.
And you did the actual blood painting that was at the memorial that was displayed during the actual ceremony in Jeff Clayton's blood, correct?
Yes, I do blood paintings. Paintings in human blood. And when I'd gone to see Antiseen that Friday, Jeff had given me blood, and we were going to do just possibly a washboard, which is kind of a staple of the Antiseen thing. And it was all meant and fun, and 2 days later Joe had passed, and Jeff had gotten a hold of me and asked me if I would do a portrait of Joe or a memorial for Joe in that blood rather than doing a piece for the band in general. Of course, I was more than willing to do that and help, and honored that they would want me to do something that meaningful for them.
Yeah, it's kind of a strange set of affairs that happened there. Anyhow, it was a great memorial. Anyhow, without much ado, let's get on with the music here and the tribute to Joe. This is Antiseen. Sit back and do what you do and do it well, but remember, moderation is always the key to survival. This is Antiseen. Let's get it on.
We won't give in to you for the stupid thing you do. Come and cut the blade and pick our days on through. We won't go silently. You can't take my guns from me. Come and cut the blade and you'll be history. Yeah. Guns a-blazing. Guns a-blazing. freedom. Blowing dummies in the cut. All they do is sleep in bed. People that try to eat cats. People that hate to eat bats. And if you have a problem with that, Gordon did it, hit a rat. Give me a little much, kill that hog. Fuck the bitches, give me a hot dog. Animals, eat up so you don't have to feed up. Animals, eat up. Don't be cruel and feed them. Just eat them. People grab the pamphlets all the time to make me feel like I've committed a crime. I can't help it if I love to eat a big old hunk of red meat. I don't want to listen to a beef hound that burns my stomach brown. It's a one-legged French face and I'm sticking it on my plate. Animals, eat up so you don't have to feed up. Animals, eat up. Don't be cruel and feed them. Just eat them. Eat them.
That was Guns A-Blazin' and Animals Eat 'Em, two of my favorite Antiseen songs. And here's to some of the folks when we went down to the memorial at the Tremont Music Hall in Charlotte, North Carolina, some of the things they had to say about Joe.
Which is, of course, sad and Antiseen. I want to ask you something. Do you think that it would be wise for Antiseen to go on if they could find somebody who could replace Joe? Do you think it should be the end of Antiseen, or do you think that...
I think Joe would want them to continue.
Right.
He wouldn't want them to stop. I mean, he's irreplaceable.
I was going
Right.
to say the same thing. I don't
Right.
think he can be replaced, but I think
what-
if they keep going, it's a tribute to
but-
him.
Right,
And he would want that.
Yeah.
But what they represent, don't you think they should keep going?
Yes, they should, because that's what he would want. If something happened to one of them,
Oh.
that's what he would want, and that's a great, like I said, a great tribute in honor of him too. You know, not to just stop the music, but keep the music going.
And
because
she's
that's what
also
he
got a
would want.
copy of the blood painting that Ryan did for the memorial right there. That's one of the postcards.
I've
And,
known Joe for over 25 years. It's like losing a family member.
Yeah,
And
it's a
I was
sad
real
day,
close.
but...
I was closer to him than any of them. So.
Right. And I got to say,
They should keep going.
I can't thank you enough because you brought a smile to my face. This kind of thing is really rough for me, and you seeing that on you made my day. Let me give you a kiss.
Well, thank you
Nice.
very much.
Sweetheart.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, man. Love
Thank you.
Love you, and thank you
Rest
for the
in peace,
footage.
Joe.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Going out, losing back, figuring out where that's not
Yes, it was quite a wild ride down there. Ryan and I had at one point. We were on our way to what was that chicken place called?
Chicken plate went to Bojangles.
Bojangles. We were on our way into Bojangles and must have took a wrong turn. And next thing you know, we're in the FBI headquarters or some kind of camp and asking them where the chicken place was. And there was FBI agents all around us. It was kind of a strange thing. And
it's funny because, I mean, it's not like we were doing anything wrong. It's not like we had any illegal contraband on us.
No.
But you pull up and you instantly think, I'm going to be arrested now.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure why I was paranoid, but the way they looked at me, it was as if their mouths were watering. They see a guy with horns and a strange character like Ronnie Wood, and I think they wanted a reason. But
we were just looking for some chicken, man. It was the middle of the night and we were hungry. Anyhow, we ended up talking to, did a short talk with Jeff's daughter, Carrie, in the hotel room there before. I'd like to play that for you, see what you think. Here's Carrie telling us what she thinks.
The lovely Miss Carrie Clayton.
The lovely Miss Carrie Clayton. If you're listening, Carrie, hi there, man. It was good to meet you. And Jake, my main man, El Capitan. So here we are down in North Carolina. We're doing the Joe Young Memorial, who was the guitar player from Antiseen, Jeff Clayton's band, who also probably remember from Murder Junkies. But Joe Young met an early demise, had a heart attack after a show, which is very sad. So we're down here. Ryan had did a blood painting with your dad's blood that we're going to present to the memorial. I mean, do you think he's going to go on with the band without Joe, or?
Well, I know that, because of their ages and stuff, they had discussed this.
Right.
If something happened to either one of them, and they both said to each other that they would want the other one to continue.
Right. So.
If something
so
happened.
they say at the end. And I met Adam. I met your father, Adam. I said. But anyhow, I met him probably 15 years ago in Atlanta at a band called Nine Lives when he was still singing with the Murder Junkies during the 30th, or was it the first year anniversary of Gigi's death?
I don't know.
It was back in the day, but since then, I don't know if you know that Ryan had dated who's the evil girl's name? Not evil. I'm sorry about that, but Liz Mankowski. Yeah, and she put him through hell, and that whole Gigi thing there kind of blew out, and which really has nothing to do with anything. I mean, everybody puts so much emphasis on hype that goes around things. They don't really and the music is where it matters.
Yeah, a lot of people come to Antiseen shows and they're like, "Oh, do you have any Gigi Allen stuff?"
Yeah,
and I'm like,
it's not about Gigi Allen, no.
Antiseen.
Exactly. It's like, you got people covering people, and people don't understand about Jeff. Jeff was filling in at the time, and people don't understand that. They think, well, this is the guy that replaced Gigi, and it's like, no, that's not the guy that replaced Gigi. How the f*** are you going to replace Gigi?
Exactly.
I can't imagine Jeff eating his own shit.
Yeah.
Fight
And what that was Antiseen backing up G.G. Allen back in, I believe, 1991. They had done an album with them called Murder Junkies before the Gigi's band ultimately became the Murder Junkies. One of my favorite albums, actually. Sad thing is, quite often, people associate Antiseen with being a G.G. Allen backing band, and that's really not the case. They were around a long time before that happened. But anyway, that was Violence Now.
G.G. Allen. Well, that guy was a hard act to follow, I'll tell you what.
How do you think I felt dating his...
yeah. Speaking of that, I don't know if anybody remembers back in the... What was that show that she was on?
She was on Jerry Springer with him, and she's the one that walked in and found him dead.
Yeah, and a lot of rumors are about that whole thing there. It's like the Brian Jones trip, It's like, I found her dead, but... So you dated her anyhow for a while. If you want to bring that up, I don't know.
I don't know if this is the appropriate show for that. Maybe it's the most appropriate show for. Yeah, well, it was a short little run with little Miss Liz Mankowski, and hey, I really can't say that I regret dating her. I was inspired to start doing the blood paintings with her around. She is definitely, let's just say, inspirational.
It was because of her you started doing the blood painting, isn't
Well,
it?
yeah, exactly. It was kind of a tumultuous relationship, and again, I'm going to leave it at that, being it's kind of a public forum here.
Yeah. We don't want to bring up this isn't the love line. We don't want to talk about no love or hate or anything like that. Actually, this is about Joe. Let's play some more Antiseen and talk about Joe.
Mighty Joe.
Mighty Joe Young, living forever.
Well, thanks a lot. I got a broken heart, that's all I got. You made me cry, I cried a lot for all you done. Well, thanks a lot. Told our friends about passing by that you're not sorry that you made me cry. You said I love what I got. That's how you feel. Well, thanks a lot. Well, thanks a lot. I got a broken heart. That's all I got. You made me cry. I cried a lot for all you done. Well, thanks a lot. Wanted a fool, and I played the part. Now all I got is a broken heart. We loved a little, then we left a lie. Well, thanks a lot. Well, thanks a lot. I got a broken heart. That's all I got. You made me cry. I cried a lot for all you done. For all you done. For all you done. Well, thanks a lot. nothing. We don't care. We're poison in the system everywhere. Now spread a little hate. Yeah, nothing's gonna change today. I ain't sure I wanted to anyway. Nothing's gonna change this way. Talk, talk, talk till you're blue in the face. I'm not a bit concerned with the trials and tribulations that you have to face. I'm not a bit concerned. Domination, greed, strength for your race. Hate for power, pain for gain. If you don't like it, suck our dick. Apologize for nothing. We don't care. We're poison in the system everywhere. Now spread a little hate. Yeah, hate for power, pain for kicks. You don't like it, suck our dick. Apologize for nothing. We don't care. We're poison in the system everywhere. One, two, three, four, I don't like you. I don't give a damn in the morning. I'm thinking about real slow. Taking time to working. Walk to the meal to go. Seeing everything work now. Always having me insane. Ready to do it one day. Fuck it, do it again. I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like you anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I'm starting to give up working. The most right in the hand. Always together the order. Always like a machine to win. Make it break and I'm free now. Playing in a rock and roll band. Playing out rock and roll music. Just time to get on the band. I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like you anymore. One, two, three, four.
Well, that was Antiseen's version of Thanks a Lot, Hate for Power, and then their version of I Don't Like You. Now on to more of the sweet, nice things people were saying about Joe at the Tremont at the memorial service on the 18th of May.
Hey, what about when we were in the hotel room there and then people came up and thought I was Richard Simmons?
Well, no, the guy was really drunk and he thought you looked like a rock star, and he said you look like somebody Simmons. I think he meant Gene Simmons, and it was me that was nice enough to say, you mean Richard Simmons? And that's when he was saying, hey, this is Richard Simmons.
Oh my God!
I think he wanted to sweat to the oldies with you.
That place was a trip.
That place was a refuse hole.
Cucaracha Hotel. That's
Yeah.
what that was. Back on with Antiseen.
More Antiseen.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, it's just I always listen to punk, and one of my friends, he said, well, if you like the Ramones, check out Antiseen. Since we're like big wrestling fans, he played all the wrestling songs, and that was like in late 1999, early 2000. And I couldn't understand why I didn't know the band earlier. It was just.
And now let me ask you. Let me ask you, as far as Joe passing on,
Yeah.
do you think that Antiseen should go on?
I mean,
As far as what they represent and try to find somebody and keep spreading the word?
Yeah, but only if they do it right, though. You know, I mean, they do it only if they do it right.
Exactly.
Straight out of Texas, kicking ass and making names on the double-cross ranch. Nothing stays the same from Japan to Smoky Mountains, Philadelphia, PA. The focus stones in destroying everything in the way. He's the king of the street, he's the blood on the map. Fuck you, fuck you. To all your favorite faces that came to the bed. Fuck you, yeah. I moved on from above, I just smacked on your head. You come to Bugs Grill, right there you were dead. Everything's a lethal weapon, even a plastic bag. You won't see terrorist facing the covers of pussy wrestling. Cause he's the king of extreme, he's the blood on the map. Fuck you, fuck you. To all the favorite faces that came to the bed. Fuck you, yeah. He's a man that big out town to get the job done. You want a maniac from Texas, Terry Funk is the one. All his egg-sucking dogs, get all the straight to hell. You want someone destroyed, the fucker does it well. Cause he's the king of the stream, he's the blood on the map. Fuck you, fuck you. To all the famous faces that came to his head. Fuck you, fuck you. He is the king of extreme, he's the blood on the map. Fuck you, fuck you. To all the wholesome maniacs that came to his head. Fuck you, yeah. Well, he'll cut you into pieces and leave you to die. If you're skin running with a stick in your eye, spread circles like a better leave him alone. You don't believe me, yes, goes alone. He's a bad man, runs it in, take a look in his eyes and a fork in his hand. He's a bad man, runs it in, take a look in his eyes and a fork in his hand. The butcher, Abdullah, the butcher. You'll be bleeding to submission, but that won't be the end. Almost to break and bruise to bend. There's only one guarantee. Elbow drop and a 1, 2, 3. He's a bad man. Broke your head and take a look in his eyes on the fork in his hand. He's a bad man. Broke your head and take a look in his eyes on the fork in his hand. Abdullah, the butcher. Abdullah, the butcher. He's a bad man. Broke your head and take a look in his eyes on the fork in his hand. He's a bad man. Broke your head and take a look in his eyes on the fork in his hand. He's a bad man. Broke your head and take a look in his eyes on the fork in his hand. He's a bad man. Broke your head.
Well, that was Funk You about Terry Funk, not to be confused with a certain expletive. Going on to Cactus Jack, and then on to Dear Abby about Abdullah the Butcher. If you haven't guessed by those songs, Joe and Jeff and the other boys from Brutalsville were our big wrestling fans. Anyway, on to some more Destructo Rock.
Down to the crossroads, the devil was waiting on me. He said, I'll give you fortune, I'll give you fame, I'll give you all you need to succeed, and take away the pain. If you sell your soul to the devil, you sell your soul to the devil, if you sell your soul to the devil, if you sell your soul. I think I damn you, devil. You can't have my soul. Well, it belongs to Jerry Lee Lewis, Johnny Cash, and the Rolling Stones. I won't sell my soul to the devil. I won't sell my soul to the devil. I won't sell my soul to the devil. I won't sell my soul. Crossroads, 1993. Devil was still a waiter. You had a deal for me. And to my lips a bit cheaper. He just set me free. He said, consider it your soul. It seems like a goddamn deal to me. And you should sell your soul to the devil. You should sell your soul. You should sell your soul to the devil. You should sell your soul. Crossroads, year 2003. I went back to the crossroads, nobody was waiting on me. I think I damn you, devil, where the hell you be? It's been a 20-year beating, and in this moment of weakness, I sell my soul to the devil. I sell my soul. I sell my soul to the devil. I sell my soul. Let's go. Take the high road.
that was the boys going from hell to back with The Devil Meets the Long-Haired Weirdo and redeeming themselves, and I Saw the Light.
And that was Death Train Coming. You're still listening to Antiseen. We're doing the tribute to Mighty Joe Young, the guitar player from Antiseen, who is no longer with us, but will always be with us. We're going to play a couple of eulogies right now from band members and what they had to say about good old Joe. Check this out. So yeah, here we are at Joe Young's memorial. Untimely fading of one of rock and roll's last legends of Antiseen. And what was his name again?
Gooch.
Gooch, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good.
And what do you, give me some ideas or some memories that you have of the band.
Of the band? Well, I was a huge fanboy, and then about 2 months ago I moved up here from Daytona to play in the band, and then after 3 shows, I played the last 3 shows that Joe Young ever played.
Right. So you played the last show Friday before he passed?
It was Saturday, and now that's class in Cleveland.
Saturday, yeah. Okay. Is there any footage of that available?
Nope.
No, damn.
Nope. There's some stills of Pittsburgh and that show.
Yeah.
And then a week before we played here at Tremont.
And when did you meet Ryan? The one who did the blood portrait
Up
of
in
Joe?
Philly.
Philly, yeah.
Or
What do you
no,
think?
Pittsburgh at 31st Street.
And what do you think of his art?
It's awesome.
Yeah. That's too bad about Joe, man. Anything nice you know, something to say about Joe that...
Hey, to know him was to love him. Ask anybody.
Yeah. How'd you like playing with him?
Awesome, of course.
Yeah. Antiseen is definitely going to go down in history as one of the top punk rock, real unpretentious bands there ever was, man.
Oh, yeah.
And...
the one-of-a-kind guitar sound died with Joe.
Yeah.
And he was a hell of a dude anyway if you met him, so.
Yeah, I'm glad you got to play with him too, man. I'm glad to speak with you as well, and thanks for the time for the interview and stuff. And love you, brother.
You too, man.
Cheers.
Safe travels.
Cheers, man.
Broke down in Woodbridge, broke down in Dandridge, broke down in Orlando, broke down in Toledo, broke down in Spartanburg. down at Homer. Ain't talking about no Simpson. Ain't talking about OJ. I'm talking Homer, Louisiana. 1, 2, 3. Wow, an old black man that's no rebel, you man. We were back on our 20th day. Down in Greenville, that's North Carolina. We broke down in Greenville, there's one in South Carolina too. We broke down in London, broke down in Belgium, in a place called the Pits. We went over real big. We broke down in Leeds, we went over like a fart. Big old smelly fart in a crowded elevator. We broke down in Homer. Ain't talking about no Simpson. Ain't talking about OJ. I'm talking about Homer, Louisiana. 1, 2, 3. Wow, an old black man that's not rebel, yeah, man. We were back on our 20th day.
That was Broke Down Blues and 6 Days on the Road by the infamous Antiseen. I'm going to play right now the eulogy from BBQ Young, Joe's brother, that he read at the memorial. Kind of touching. Dig this.
And I want to thank them, and I want to thank everybody that's here. And speaking back to the first Antiseen show, I remember thinking, what in the is this going on? Because I hate to tell the Antiseen fans, it wasn't the tightest show that you ever seen. Because Joe had only been playing guitar for maybe, what? A month. And there they were, and all Joe knew about amps are that they were loud. So we'll turn everything to 10 and it'll work out. Well, it didn't work out. And I thought, I can't believe this. And then 6 months later, I saw Antiseen play, and I thought, I can't believe this has happened in 6 months. They were just tight. They were great. It sounded great. And as the years built, it just kept getting bigger and bigger. And Joe was so proud of this band and what he did with this band, what he and Jeff had accomplished. And there's something I want to say here tonight, that throughout the last 6 or 7 years, I know that Jeff and Joe had this conversation. And in the evenings when we were sitting around, whatever happened that day, me and Joe talked about it. And we talked about this many times. And he told me how, just like he told Jeff, that if anything ever happened to him, whether it be something happened to him like this, or whether Jeff got pissed off enough at Joe to just say, he said, I want this band to continue. I want it to play. And I have to tell you, it was purely a selfish thought on Joe's mind, because he wanted to keep going so nobody would forget Antiseen or him. Because Joe had no children. And in his mind, this was his immortality. This was him continuing. And like I said, he talked to Jeff about it, he talked to me about it. And he wanted this band to go on. And he wanted it to be called Antiseen, and he wanted the music to continue to play. And I've talked to Jeff about this since this has happened. And he and I are in a state right now where irrational thoughts just can't be reached. But I'm hoping that in the days to come, when we both calm down enough, that Jeff Clayton realizes that the best way to honor Joe Young is to keep Antiseen going. And when it happens, I want to see every one of these faces out there. I want to see them supporting Antiseen. Because if you love Joe Young, that's the best way you can keep his memory going. Because it's selfish on my part. I know that if they're playing in Chicago, Philly, Europe, Rock Hill, all the trifectas, that Joe Young will be talked about and remembered and not forgotten. So I hope the ultimate decision is going to come to Jeff, because Joe always told me the ultimate decision comes to Jeff. They were founding members, but Joe knew that Jeff was the one who put the foot down. And that was his advice to everybody that had a band. It can be a democracy. You can talk about it, You can say we should do this or do that, but somebody has to be the foot that goes down. And Joe Young even humbly admitted Jeff Clayton is the foot that goes down with Antiseen. So I hope that in the days to come, when Jeff goes through his grief, which he's going to go through, because I'm 51 years old, and in my life, I'm the only constant in Joe's life for 51 years. The closest person that comes next is Jeff Clayton. Jeff Clayton, other than me, is the only person that's been a 30-year constant, actually longer than Joe Young. He met before that when Jeff was doing New Breed. The night before Joe died, we were on the way from work, getting on Independence. And just out of the blue, he said, "You know how I met Jeff Clayton?" And I knew, but I said, "Wow." I'd feed him and let him just go on about the story, but that's how he wanted to say it. And he said, "I answered a flyer for a typist. Joe could type like a secretary. He joined typing because he figured that's where all the girls were at when he was in high school. And he told me it worked out very well for him. But he answered the ad as a typist and started typing for Clayton, doing a fanzine about local bands and other bands called New Breed. And that night he said, "Just think, if I could play guitar as well as I type, we would be as rich as Guns N' Roses right now." So, there's so many things that I could talk about or tell stories that we'd be here till noon, but it's like I said, ramblings. And I just basically want to thank everybody that come here and the people. There's so many, I can't mention them, but you know who you are. You're the people that sat on my couch. You're the people that stayed with me and comforted me and kept me from losing my mind, because I lost my brother, my best friend, my hero. God bless every one of you. Thank you so much.
Thanks for sticking around for part 2 of Acoustic Nation, where we're doing the tribute to Mighty Joe Young, guitar player from the Antiseen, who met his untimely demise. It's me and Ryan Almighty tonight, hanging with you. Be doing a eulogy from his guitar player, from actually Jeff Clayton. So stick around. Things are getting kind of tired on this Thursday night, ain't they? Hang in there, brothers and sisters. A lot more to come. Bang on. If you had to say one thing in memoriam to Joe Young, and as far as Antiseen pushing on and keeping that whole rock and roll thing going, what would you say?
The feeling he brought, his presence was not, he had a gentle attitude, but the way he played the guitar, that sound, pure rock and roll adrenaline. And if they can keep that same feeling he brought with the music and that same Joe Young personality, they'll be fine. They'll never find another Joe Young.
No,
it's impossible.
But do you believe
if they keep playing and with that same spirit?
So you believe Antiseen should continue to go whatever they can if they
choose to do so, I'll support it.
Good, man.
All the way.
Pleased to meet you, brother, man.
Thanks, man.
Hey, love you, dude.
Appreciate you.
When you get up every morning, take a long walk, wanna take the 8:15 into pyramids, Lucifer's temple praising the devil's rod, the devil's claw. When it strikes midnight, I have always been here before, allowing my mind's call of the word. And don't parade more never starts to slow. I have always been here before. It seems like a bell rings, time for deja vu. Everything familiar, being here with you. All we've ever had before, you've had to understand. Now all you gotta do is wanna have it your command. I have always been here before, allowing my mind's call of the word. Incorporate more never starts to slow. I have always been here before. That is pleasing, that is real. That is forever, his spirit never fails. That is slick upon you in the night. That you remember with an early child's delight. That was supposed to have frightened you, but somehow you never took to fright. I have always been here before, allowing my mind's call of the word. Don't parade more never starts to slow. I have always been here before. From the gargoyles to Stonehenge, to the Sphinx and pyramids, from Lucifer's temple praising the devil's rod, the devil's clock. When it strikes midnight, I have always been here before, allowing my mind's call of the word. Incorporate more never starts to slow. I have always been here before.
Okay, that was Antiseen doing Taking Care of Business, and I've always been here before. This is Ryan Almighty reading his eulogy that he did at the mighty Joe Young's memorial. Quite touching, actually. Check out what our main man has to say here.
Drew him, painted him about 5 or 6 times for different album cover shirts, that kind of thing. And I honestly think I spent more time smoking pot with Joe than actually having conversations with him. But every time he said something was poignant. Other people have brought that up. So I mean, everything he said stuck with me. I remember he was, we were backstage in Philadelphia smoking pot. He was telling me G.G. Allen stories. And we got talking, and we got him so stoned that he forgot to plug his guitar in and couldn't figure out what the technical problems were. But the thing that these guys have managed to do, and I don't think I'm alone here, they've kept us young for 30, 31 years. I mean, everybody's at the same stage when they're at an Antiseen show as when they were, 20 years old going to see an Antiseen show. I was dating a young lady by the name of Liz who had a passion for getting drunk and starting fights with me, and I was wearing my Antiseen 30-year shirt, and she came in, wanted to pick a fight, and said, "What is this, 1993? And I just looked her in the eye and said, "No, that would be the 10-year anniversary shirt." So, I mean, I got to thank these guys for what they've done for all of us. I mean, Joe and Jeff continuing this on into their 50s, memories that are never going to be lost. I sure hope these guys go on. Nobody's going to replace Joe, but it's definitely going to be a tribute to him, and I think he would want to hear those songs go on and on for another 30 years.
And that was Jamestown's own artist extraordinary, Ryan Almighty, reading his eulogy at the Joe Young Memorial. If you're interested in his art, there is some prints available on at Liquid Monkey, and also you can get some T-shirts made at it's tripping over my tongue again there, at the Vinyl Designs, and also look him up on Facebook on Human Blood Artwork by Ryan Almighty HBA, and you can see some of the work that he does, and you'll see he's one amazing artist, and it's really good medium he's using. I'm really proud to call him a friend. Sad that this thing had to happen, but it is a pretty good tribute to Joe. We are going to be going on with some more music from Antiseen and also Jeff Clayton's eulogy, so stick around. We got more happening, people. Remember, do what you do and do it well, and always practice moderation, because that is the key to survival. You can't change anything with a corpse. All of us or none of us. Bang on.
Well, that was Hippie Punk and the demo version of Leeches and Losers. It makes me nostalgic for home, some of the local coffee houses and watering holes. Anyway, on to some more Antiseen Destructo rock.
Sorry to meet you on these circumstances at the Joe Young Memorial, but what do you remember of Joe?
Awesome guitar playing.
Yeah.
It was an awesome day.
Yeah. Pretty sad day.
Yes.
What are your fondest memories of?
Quite frankly, just drinking at your pot.
Yeah. Was he a pretty good philanthropist? Was he nice?
He was very nice.
Yeah.
Very, very sweet guy.
Gave to a lot of people, gave to everybody.
Absolutely.
And how about Antiseen? Are they still
I think they are still rocking it after all these years.
keeping it alive, you know? Keeping the hipsters at bay.
That's right.
Right? If you could say anything to anybody as far as punk rock, or I don't like to use that word because it's box, but if you could say anything about
Long live Antiseen.
Love and Antiseen. Love it, man. Thank you so much, man. Cheers.
Cheers.
Living high and it makes you cry when you think about where you are. The life you're used to living, still so very far. You wanna go back to New York City, because this place is so damn silly. You wanna get back to where things are finer, stuck in Charlotte, North Carolina. And mingle with the rest of you. I'll search to starving me. If we're not in your class, then we can kiss your ass, cause you're the fairest of them all. You just cannot function unless you're in the mall. You wanna go back to the big city, but you know you're trapped in Dixie. You wanna get back to where things are finer. You're stuck in Charlotte, North Carolina. Culture, but you are just a high passion motion. And when you realize people live their lives way different than you do, not everyone's a prima don't like shit at all. Now she's part of the scene. 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 I don't like her shit at all. Nothing's cool, nothing's cool, nothing's cool, nothing. Sky. like that, always on your back. What can you do? What can you do? What can you do? With a brand like that, always on your back. What can you do? With a baseball bat, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh. Beat on the rat, beat on the rat with a baseball bat, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh. What can you do? What can you do? With a man like that, always on your back. What can you do? What can you do? What can you do? With a man like that, always on your back. What can you do? Hey! 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 Hey!
For me, yeah, I would hope that for a while that they would do something for sure, especially to honor Joe and what Jeff and Joe's relationship, basically, how they started, how everyone got to be such Antiseen fans, and what those two together did. And I think that Clayton would be best off, I think, doing something for a while with Antiseen. What he chooses to do after that will be his own decision, and I have no thoughts or say on it, because I do think it's just what he needs to do.
As far as I know, Antiseen will continue.
Good.
Antiseen will live forever, and
It's already going to
it'll
live
be
forever.
continued in Joe's memory.
Exactly.
Thanks, you guys.
It's been really hard for all of us.
Yeah, well, I got tears in my eyes over the whole thing too, man. I mean,
and
you know.
Joe, I think Joe will be a hard guy to replace, and I think anybody who has to step in to play Joe's guitar parts
Some big shoes there to
gonna
fill.
you're gonna be real nervous. But I think doing what you need to do to honor Joe and Antiseen will be absolutely amazing.
Right.
And so that's what I have to say about it, and I love those guys always.
Thanks for your time, man. Love you, girls. Thank you so
thank you.
much.
Thanks.
And that was Carrie and Dee Clayton giving their words on Antiseen carrying on, which hopefully they will. And before that, we heard them do a cover of the Ramones' Beat on the Brat. Hope you're enjoying the very special guest this evening, Mr. Ryan Almighty, one of the area's greatest artists, probably one of the world's greatest artists in my opinion, but that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. I don't care what you think. We're going to get back on now with some more Antiseen. Speaking of Antiseen, well, enough of this town. Back to the music.
My bed's on fire. Don't touch me, I'm sunshine. I look around, everything's fine. I didn't come here to find. I hate you fuckers when you're not alive. Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Ba-ba, ba-ba-ba. Run, 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 run away. Whoa, psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Ba-ba, ba-ba-ba. Run, 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 run away. Whoa, yeah. Can't see the face through the facts. Get all nervous and I can't relax. Can't sleep 'cause my bed's on fire. Don't touch me, I'm a real liar. Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Ba-ba, ba-ba-ba. Run, 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 run away. Whoa, psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Ba-ba, ba-ba-ba. Run, 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 run away.
Okay, tape is rolling.
Good boy.
Fried chicken, chicken so tastes good. Whoa, fried chicken, all over the neighborhood. Whoa, fried chicken, it so tastes good. Well, it's a finger licking, licking, licking good. Well, when I'm there, they're gonna pull my stone. Eat a chicken and night is gone. Fried chicken, chicken so tastes good. Whoa, fried chicken, all over the neighborhood. Well, it's a finger licking, licking, licking good. Think that when I'm there, they're gonna put on my stone. Eat a chicken and night is gone. Fried chicken, chicken so tastes good. Whoa, fried chicken, all over the neighborhood. It's finger licking, licking, licking good. Chicken well, it's finger licking, licking, licking good. Ah,
Give me some of that damn
Okay, we're going to play Jeff Clayton's eulogy that he spoke of at the Joe Young Memorial right now. It's very touching. Then we're going to do a couple of songs that Joe Young definitely would have approved of. A couple of his favorites that he pushed to have played. Hope you enjoyed the show. Definitely one of the better bands for show. Support them, man, any way you can. They're going to be around for a while. I guarantee you that. You're tuned in to WRFALP 107.9 FM, your community radio station for the arts. Yeah.
I'm going to talk for Sir Barry and the Gooch here, or what's left. And I want to thank you all for coming today. I know Joe was a man of Christian faith, but in 30 years, I never saw him walk in or out of a conventional church. So it's only fitting that we would do this here at Tremont. With all the people that love and care about us. This is our church. I also want to thank everyone for the love and support, thousands of emails, text messages, phone calls, all the ways we communicate today from our friends and family and our fans all over the world, especially those that we call the Antiseen extended family. Joe and I always believe that we have the greatest friends and fans in the entire world. And over the past 2 weeks, they've shown exactly why we thought that. When we started out in 1983, we had this vision that we were going to be the most vile and hated and mean punk rock band in the world. Instead, we're surrounded by people that love us, and we love you right back. So I guess we failed on that part. Been my partner since 1983. And actually the first time I met Joe was in line to meet Paul Cook and Steve Jones at the Milestone when they played with the Professionals. We just chit-chatted for a minute. And he did answer the ad for the fanzine I was doing at the time called New Breed for a typist. And we started talking, Joe had come to see some of my early bands and when they imploded, we just talked. I said, "Hey man, you play guitar?" He's like, "Yeah, I know a few chords." I'm like, "Well, all right, well, why don't we start a band then?" And so he rushed home to Lenore to Jeff's. "Hey man, teach me a few chords real quick." He returned to Charlotte a week or so later with I think it was an Encore guitar and a crate combo. We were on our way. On the first day, we wrote 5 or 6 songs some that we still play 30 years later. Since then, we've been in 16 different countries together and released hundreds of releases. It's something we never even dreamed would last a year. Our whole agenda was, hey, maybe if we got a band, we can open for Black Flag, we won't have to pay to get in. You know how hard $5 are just to come by. Joe could be an odd bird at times. But he was my brother. And like brothers, we fought, we argued, we disagreed, said some terrible things to and about each other, sometime on stage. But when all was said and done, the love and respect was always there. I got a little space here where it's left for me to improvise. I'm going to tell you about the maddest Joe Young ever got at me. We were in England. And we had a day off, and in that day off, we had to go from wherever we were to catch a ferry over into France, I think. And I got the bright idea because we had some guys in the band that hadn't been. I said, "Man, why don't we just go up to Stonehenge?" We were talking about this the other night in Cleveland. Joe was talking about it. Of course, he says, here's Joe's version. We went 12 hours in one direction, and then 12 hours in the other direction. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's 24 hours right there. Anyway, he was dead set against this. He's like, oh, it ain't nothing but a bunch of fucking rocks. And our close friend and traveling partner at the time, Jeff Skipsky, says, yeah, but I bet if they painted numbers on them sons of bitches and they were moving 180 miles an hour, you'd be staring at them, wouldn't you? And man, we got on his nerves going, man, we gotta go to Stonehenge and get some trinkets. Oh man, he was pissed. We get to Stonehenge, we do our thing, we go and fall victim to their tourist trap gift shop. We come back out, you know, and we finally make it to the border, get on trying to board the ferry, and they're like, well, there ain't no more ferries going over tonight. We're like, what? Oh, and then he was real pissed. And by some miracle, they said, okay, we can get about 5 or 6 more cars on, but then that's it, no one else. And we were in the front of the line, so we got to go. We were in a big sprinter-looking thing, and amazed we got to go. But we took that ferry ride. We drove part of the night until we got to Belgium, and we just couldn't go anymore. We just had to get a hotel. And I remember, yeah, Joe would always volunteer to sleep in the van or sleep on the floor. So we're like, well, we can just get one room. Joe can sleep in the van. He's like, I ain't sleeping in no van. For the first time ever, Joe ain't sleeping in the van. So we get our rooms, and he stands there in the lobby of the hotel, and he says, I don't want to stay in a room with anybody in Antiseen. So then he ended up staying with our road manager at that time. So needless to say, me and Joe weren't speaking. Got up that morning, ate breakfast, sat facing opposite ways. But we always had these little things that we just had to do. I guess it'd be like OCD shit. But no matter where we traveled in, unless there were captain seats. But if there was benches all through, me and Joe had to have the back bench. I sat behind the driver, he sat behind the passenger. So we're sitting there, you know, 2 feet away from each other, not speaking. He's looking out that window, I'm looking out this one. We finally get to Holland. As soon as that van stops, he's out. Going to one of those, what are they called?
Hash house.
Yeah, hash house, for lack of a better word. Everybody else went out, and you know, I had to stay. I just stayed in the van. You know, I have to protect these vocal cords. Can't be getting out yelling and being in cold weather. My classically trained voice and all. Joe wandered back, and it was just me and him. He got in the van, and we're sitting there on the back bench. And this is how the ice was broken finally. Joe's standing there looking out. He's like, man, I bet every dollar of profit them places make goes to Al-Qaeda. And I went, yeah. You know, Joe and I talked about this very day a lot. We talked about it when the band was only 10 years old, before we were old men. 90% of the time, though, we talked about it as if I were the one that was going to be paid tribute to. I mean, I was the one doing all the stupid shit, and still continue to do, I guess. But we came up with all these ideas, all these great ways to capitalize. And we talked about what we would do. And he told me what he wanted done if he would be the first to go. And I'll carry out his wishes to honor him. Jeff, I know you feel lost right now, but I want you to be aware you've got the biggest support system in the world with the Antiseen extended family.
Hell yeah!
I want to wrap this up now by saying that when a loved one passes, we all have a vision in our brain about how we remember the person. And mine's not the last time I saw Joe, but it is the last time we were on stage together. Because for the last year or so, he had complained about chest pains. And one night I stopped by the house and yelled at him and Jeff for a good long while. And told Joe, I said, you need to go to the fucking doctor. But I may as well have said, hey, you know what, why don't we just make the sky green? The last time we played Tremont, we were sitting in the back and he was like, God, man, I cannot wait for that show to be over, you know? I was like, I'm just exhausted. It was record store day, so I figured, you know, he'd been up early for him. So I didn't think too much about it. He didn't mention the chest pains, but I was watching the videos from the show and I could tell he was a couple steps off. The next weekend in Pittsburgh, it was real evident. But I thought it was just because the place was so dark. So again, I didn't think much about it. But then we went on to Cleveland. And for those of you out there that play in bands or have ever played in a band, you know about that moment. And it doesn't happen all the time. People can tell you it does, but it doesn't. But there are those moments when everything clicks. And you don't care if there's one person in the crowd or 1,000 people in the crowd. You're happy to do what you're doing. And I remember at one point in that show, consciously thinking, I hope Joe's okay. I hope he's with us. And then that moment came. It clicked. And we felt invincible. And I looked over my left shoulder. And Joe was in his stance. He had that big grin on his face. You know, us, the mean, most hated punk rock band in the world, the big smile. And that second I looked over at him and I saw him and I said, he's here. He's with us. I love you, friend. Will forever. Thank you.
kind of deal that sticks in a barrel's crawl. Will you be there when I cry? Will you be there when I die? Will you be there with me till the end of time? Will you tell them what I did? Will you tell them why I hid? Will you tell the story of Billy the Kid? Well, the governor cut a deal and it all seemed real. And then they went polio sneak attack. And Pat Garrett shot him down, only firing one round. Hit his heart and right out through his back. Well, his name is Billy the Kid, and the worst thing he ever did was shooting down the man that stole our land. And the dumbest thing he ever done was to wake up and run. Should've stayed around and made a final stand. Will you be there when I cry? Will you be there when I die? Will you be there with me till the end of time? Will you tell them what I did? Will you tell them why I hid? Will you tell the story of Billy the Kid? Will you tell the true story of Billy the Kid? You got a lot of nerve to say you are my friend. When I was down, you just stood there grinning. You got a lot of nerve, so you got a helping hand for me. You just want to be on the side that's winning. You say I let you down, you know it's not like that. If you're so hurt, why then don't you show it? You say you lost the fear, but that's not where it's at. You had no faith to lose, and you know it. I know the reason you talk behind my back. I used to be among the crowd you're in with. You tell me you're such a fool, I think I've made contact. If it's one who tries to hide, he'll know to begin with. You see me on the street, you always got surprise. You say, how are you, good luck, but you don't mean it. When you know as well as me, you'd rather see me paralyzed. Why don't you just come out white, screaming? I do not feel that good when I see the heartbreak you feel. When the last of things, perhaps I'm lost it. I know you're dissatisfied with your position and your game. But don't you understand?